What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to look at rehab exercises for a hamstring strain. So this is basically an injury that happens usually with runners and sprinters, pain on the back side of the thigh, kind of in that muscular region, kind of in the middle of the thigh, maybe down towards the knee. In this video, we're going to look at 5 exercises that you can use to rehab from this issue. They're going to move forward and become more challenging. So find the level that's right for you based on the severity of your injury and how much pain you have. And as you get better, you'll move through the video to the ones at the end that are more challenging and are really going to focus on building strength. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. First exercise is a heel slide. Again, this is going to be the easiest of all the exercises. We want to start with something that's pretty low load if you've just hurt the muscle. So for this exercise, on the injured leg, you're just going to perform a heel slide. So you're going to use those hamstring muscles to slide your heel and bend your knee and then back out slowly. If your strain is really bad, this might even be too painful. And if that's the case, you can use your hands to help a little bit. Maybe you do 50% with your arms and 50% with your hamstrings. So just in and out like that, you're going to go for around 10 repetitions, and this is something you would do a few times throughout the day, maybe 3 to 5 times throughout the day, to just start gradually re-strengthening those muscles. Okay, so that's the first one, a heel slide. Here's the second exercise. This is called a prone curl. It's going to be a little bit more challenging for the hamstrings. You're going to lay on your stomach, and with that injured leg, you're just going to bend your knee. So you've got to overcome gravity and move the weight of your leg using your hamstring muscles to bend your knee. So, if your pain is severe, again, this is probably somewhere you're going to be starting. If you can do this exercise with no problems and no pain, then just skip forward in the video and do the ones that are more challenging. With this one, same kind of thing. Go for, 3 to 5 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. The goal with this is just to start building early strength. Okay, so that's our second exercise in the progression, a prone hamstring curl. The third exercise is a hamstring focused bridge. So for this one, you're going to lay on your back, and instead of having your knees bent like this for a normal bridge, we're going to extend our knees a little bit and go onto our heels. This change of angle is going to bias the bridge towards our hamstrings a little bit. I want you to start on 2 legs and just do a double leg bridge. So your healthy leg, the uninjured side, is helping the injured side. And when you can get to where you can do 3 sets of 10, no problem with minimal pain with a double leg bridge, then you can go over to a single leg bridge on the injured side only. And again, this is really our first strengthening exercise. So think about 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. You could do this every other day. If that's too much, then just go with every other day. Okay? So that's the third exercise in the progression, a hamstring biased bridge. Our fourth exercise in this progression is a hamstring ball curl. So what you're going to do is lay on your back, put your heels up on a ball, and again, you're going to start with 2 legs and progress to 1. Arms down at your sides, lay down here. You're going to push into the ball, lift your butt up into a bridge, and then use your hamstrings to curl in. So our hamstrings do 2 different movements. They extend our hips, which is the first part of the exercise, and then they flex our knees or bend our knees. So you're getting both actions for the hamstrings here. And like the last exercise, we're going to go for 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. With this exercise, you can set down each time and reset, or you can just stay up in that bridge and just do your curls here. Now again, as this gets easier and 2 legs is, you want to challenge the injured leg more, just go over to a single leg bridge. This is going to really up the challenge, and it works your hamstrings quite a bit even when you're not injured. So this will be the next level as you're getting into later stages of the rehab process. Okay, so that's our fourth exercise, the hamstring curl. We've just got 1 left. All right, so here's our last exercise in the progression. This is a Nordic exercise. If you don't have a setup like this where you can lock your ankles in, you can do this with a partner where they're behind you holding your feet down. This Nordic exercise is one of the best for hamstrings and rehabbing hamstrings and really preventing this injury from happening again. There's been quite a bit of research on it in different athletes showing that if you use the Nordic exercise, you're less likely to have a hamstring strain again in the future. So give this one a try. It's pretty challenging. What you're going to do is hook your legs in, and we're going to do an eccentric contraction here of the hamstrings. You're going to lower using your hamstrings as far as you can, and then when you hit the end point, you'll drop to your hands and push back up. Okay, so the goal is just to use those hamstrings as far as you can, lower, and then push back up. Okay, so it's a purely eccentric contraction. My muscles are contracting and lengthening, and then I'm pushing back up. Now, if you get to the point where you can do the full motion, that's awesome for you. I can't do that, but that's kind of what you're shooting for here, is just to do this eccentric part and then push back up, and over time, see if you can get closer to the ground with your hamstrings. So again, just lower, hold, and then drop and back up. Now this one is pretty challenging, so 3 sets of 10 might not be realistic. You might go for 3 sets of 5 to 6 reps. So just kind of see how you feel. If you start having pain, then that's your stopping point. So you guys, this is a progression for hamstring strains, working from the easiest to the hardest as you go through that recovery process. So give them a try. I hope it's helpful. If you have any questions, put them in the comments section, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.